Goalkeepers, nervous strikers, they'll deliver. Crowd roars erupted. You can feel the quake. 80,000 voices.
Nigerian football fans and football fans everywhere. Apparently, head coach of the Nigerian Flying Eagles after the under-20 AFCON tournament held in Egypt, where the under-20, on the 20 side finished third, coming home with a bronze medal. The reports have come out from the camp that Zubairu is looking to shake up the attack, essentially dropping some players. Now, for me, if I had my way, if I could make the decision, he would be heading out as well, because I don't think he did his job properly. And I don't think, because first off, he put the team together and he spent time with his players, and yet he put out that dross that he put out during the tournament. Now, for me, obviously, it seems the feelers we're getting is that Zubairu will not be sacked. He will take the team to the under-20 World Cup and also the Wafubi tournament as well. So I was looking at the team and say, what players can be added to this team? So for me, first off, right off the bat, Areri Parabo shouldn't be touched. He should be in team because he showed what he was able to do. I know he scored just one goal, but the amount of tracking back he had to do, dropping into midfield, trying to be overly involved in link up play and build up play. Now, and don't get me wrong, a number 9 should ordinarily always be involved in link up play, but to be overly involved in link up play sometimes takes the striker away from the 18-yard box, takes the player away from being in those prime optimal positions where the striker can get the goals that are needed. Now, I looked at the team and I said there's certain parts of this pitch where I think players can come in. Now, while Areri Parabo shouldn't be dropped in my opinion, I think Umar Abubakar should be in this team. He plays for KAA Gent in the Belgian league, although he doesn't play for their first team. He plays for their academy side that play in the third division of the Belgian league, and he scored, get this, 21 goals in 27 games. Now you can ask yourself, how come a player that scored that number of goals in those amount of games, how come that player was not invited to the camp of the Flying Eagles? How come he wasn't part of this team? And he is more physical. He is a very tall player, and I think he can contribute immensely to this team. And so, alongside his teammate, Abubakar Abdullahi, that's a winger and an exciting attacking player. So these are two players from that Belgian club that can come in and have an immediate impact on the team. So, and then moving on to Victor Musa. He has, and before I move on to Victor Musa, I must say this. So for Umar Abubakar and Abubakar Abdullahi, they just have Nigerian nationality, so there's no question of waiting for time for trying to get them to switch nationalities or anything. All you have to do is invite them, and they will be in the camp, and they will be part of the team. So get them in there. Now, but for Victor Musa that I'm about to talk about, he has Spanish nationality and Nigerian nationality, obviously. So you need to have time to get him to switch nationalities if you want him to be in the team. And seeing that the World Cup, under-20 World Cup, will be coming up, between September and October, I think that should be enough time to get the ball rolling, in my opinion. Of course, Zubairu is taking the team to the under-20 World Cup. Like I said, if I had my way, he probably wouldn't. But I think the Gusaos of this world see something that apparently you and I don't see. So, I want Umar Abubakar and Abubakar Abdullahi in that team, Victor Musa in that team, because Victor Musa as well, he scored 16 goals in 19 games. So that's the question you ask yourself: how does a player that has scored 16 goals in 19 games, how come that player hasn't got a look in? So how come you've not had more intentional efforts to get this player to commit his future to Nigeria? How come? And that question is best answered by the selectors at the NFF. So those are the first three players I want to talk about that I want to see in the team. And then as well, the left back I don't think was that good in this the 20 World Cup for the Flying Eagles. In fact, that whole left side was really, really poor. Jefter, a quick player, but he wasn't exciting. I don't think he really did that much. But I want to get this player in the building. He is a dual national. He is both Nigerian nationalities and English nationality as well. But he plays for West Ham. He's a left back or left wing back. He's spacey, has his trickery. He has trickery as well. He is a maker ideally. I think that's another person that can be in this, that can and should be in this team to help solidify that left side, of the Flying Eagles. And he plays for West Ham. So he plays for West Ham Academy side. So hopefully, the NFF can get on their horses and see, if they can get him to commit to playing for Nigeria. And then there's another player who is Landon Emenalo. Now, why I've gone for Landon Emenalo is this. When I looked at that Flying Eagles team, you had this issue of lack of control in the midfield. We were always running, but there was nobody to control play. That's why some of the build-up, in the attacking phase looked forced, and then sometimes possession was lost too easily. But if you have a player that is built in that sort of Pirlo mold, that can hold the ball like Ebenezer against Rose, but he's too old to be part of this team, I think that would help this Flying Eagles team better, especially when you're going to play in the World Cup. You'll be coming up against teams, that have been drilled and have a lot of technical nous about them. So you need someone that can help you control the pace of play. So for me, that's why I've gone for, Landon Emenalo. He is the son of, yes, you guessed it, Michael Emenalo, former Super Eagles midfielder, one time sporting director at Chelsea, and now is the football or sporting director of the Saudi Pro League. So for me, I would like him to be in this team to help control play. And I think if you have these players in this team, in addition to like Eric Porabo, I think that would go a long way, to help this under 20 side go far in the under 20 World Cup. But then again, even with all these players selected, if you still have this coach, it could make things a lot. I think things could still be, a bit dicey. But having good players, having better players in the team, surely wouldn't hurt. So if you're new on here, please subscribe to the channel. But also let me know players you think should be added to this team, that can be added to this team to make a difference in the squad, to make a difference in the Flying Eagles. Let me know in the comment section, and do like and share this video as well to people you feel who will love this sort of content. So at this point, I've come to the end of this video. Like I said, do have a splendid rest of your day. Stay well and stay blessed.